Hello, everybody. Hey, Katie. So this is a very last minute live. There were some technical complications, and so I'm using my computer. So the quality is not going to be as good, but next time I think I know how to do it differently. It'll be better. Um, but I'm back. I'm alive. I've been gone for I think 3 weeks off YouTube, which was not the plan at all. The best laid plans. But hey, Wendy. Hey, Megan. Um, so I had planned, we knew we were getting ready to move, and I had planned to um, pre film a whole bunch and be able to release and still keep up with YouTube the whole time we were moving. And life happened. Hey, Jill. So there is going to be, I thought I would mention, a gender announcement at the end of this video, but put your guesses in for what you think baby number 4 is. If you don't know, I already have 3 boys, ages 10, 7, and 3. The 7-year-old's almost 8. And I have a baby coming in November, and we just found out the gender not long ago. So what do you think this baby is? So like I said, we were planning to move, and everything was going well. We sold our house very, very quickly. In, I think, June, we got an offer that we accepted. We got lots and lots of offers. We got above asking for our house. It was a huge blessing. And then we were looking for a house. In this market, everything is just like flying. And yes, Wendy, God is very good. Things are just flying. And I was like, I don't know, like we've got to find a place to live because we had a closing date already set on our old house. And I did not want to do the whole like get a rental for a few months thing. Like, I'm pregnant. I just want to move once and be done. So we finally found this house that we're in right now. And I won't say it's perfect, but it's like it checks off most of the boxes. It had enough space. It had enough bedrooms. It was in the town we wanted to be in. It's 5 minutes from our church. It's the same distance to work as our old house was for my husband. So we were ready to go. They accepted our offer. Everything was good. I did a lot of traveling in May and June. I have a sister getting married, so there was lots of like bachelorette parties and stuff like that. I went on a girls trip, 2 girls trips, I think. And like the summer was busy, but it was going great. And then right when all of the packing and the prepping to move was happening, my husband, I came home from St. Louis, and my husband had COVID when I came home. And so we quarantined him, and I was with my older boys, or with all my boys. And yes, girl trips are the best, Wendy. And I was like, okay, I just can't get this. I'm pregnant. We got too much to do. I'm going to work on packing and just keeping everyone alive and serve my husband, but not get his germs. That didn't work. So we were quarantined, obviously, too, while he was quarantined. And one of my little boys got sick and gave it to me, and I ended up with COVID. First part of COVID wasn't so bad. My husband was still home. We were both he was kind of getting better as I was slowly getting worse. And then all of a sudden, like, it got bad, and all packing came to a grinding halt. My husband had to go back to work. His quarantine was over. He was doing great. Still kind of tired, but doing great. And I was like all but bedridden. I had 0 energy, and it was just a major bummer. Yes, Jill, at least we both weren't bad at the same time. That would have been awful. And so I kind of went into panic mode. Hey, Anna. And I was just like, what are we going to do? My husband's working full time. He can't pack. He can't take care of our house. I literally don't have the energy to get up. Like, what are we going to do? So there were several mamas who are actually in the comment section right now, who really, really blessed me. They sent me lots of goodies, things to keep my kiddos busy, some easy food staples so I can still be feeding my family without spending a lot of time in the kitchen. Hey, Jamie. And that was a huge, huge blessing that got us by for the first chunk of our quarantine. And then when I got really bad, I was just like, okay, Lord, I don't know what we're going to do. Here's what I have and I'm giving it to you. And he was so, so good and blessed me with friends. Both Katie and Anna are in the comments right now, who came and helped me finish up packing. And I guess I should rewind a few days before that. Hey, Ashley. I actually ended up in the ER because just walking from the couch to the bathroom, I was like panting and like seeing spots and like knees shaking, like not good stuff. I sat there for 18 hours without being seen. Jill says twin boys. Let's see. Ashley says girl. Let's see. Anyway, I sat there for 18 hours, was not seen. I did get chest x-rays. They did tell me I had pneumonia, which was so weird because I had I had a tickle cough, but I didn't have any like major congestion. I didn't have like a bad wet cough or anything. So it was really weird. I was like, I have pneumonia. But it was like, okay, well, that explains why I can't breathe. So I ended up just calling my doctor and saying, I'm here. I haven't been seen and I am like done. Like, what can I do? And so he very graciously went over my charts and kind of assessed me over the phone. And that was awful how you were in the triage chair for 18 hours. Yes, I was not in a bed. I was in a chair for 18 hours and they told me not to eat or drink, which I drank because I'm pregnant. I can't not drink for 18 hours. So anyway, and so my doctor assessed me over the phone, checked my charts and gave me medication and said, go home. And I was like, praise the Lord. The very next day I could tell a difference. I was not better by any means. I slept most of the next day, but I could tell a noticeable difference. Yes, Wendy, I will be doing a house tour soon. So then as I was slowly recuperating, Anna and Katie came down. Anna lives about an hour from me. Katie lives like 3 or 4 hours from me. But these girls are the real deal. They are a blessing from the Lord. And they came down and helped us pack up the rest of the way. And we got packed. It was hard because we had 2 U-Hauls full. I, again, was not breathing great yet. And it was a rough go. But we made it. We're here. We had complications getting here too. And sorry, I'm trying to read comments too. The people who were here before were not out in time, by several hours, like 6 hours. And therefore we lost all of our fridge food. We saved some of our freezer stuff and they left a lot of their junk behind. They left the house extremely dirty. So I have been working on cleaning. It's not just like unpacking, put away, it's cleaning and then unpacking and then putting away. Yes, everyone who just joined, please guess the gender if you don't know already. I will be revealing here in just a few minutes. So we kind of just got the bare minimum unpacked, stuffed things in closets. We could have carpets cleaned because the carpets were disgusting in this house. And those are clean now. So, I mean, as clean as they're going to get, we're going to have to replace them eventually. But they do feel a lot better. And I do have a day in the life coming up, by the way, showing some unpacking and some adjusting to the new house. So we got moved in. I'm getting better. And we now are kind of adjusted. We have most of our stuff put away and got a lot of the junk hauled off. Again, that was some gracious friends who just said, hey, we're paying for, Jennifer says it's a boy. We're paying for the stuff to get hauled off, all that junk that they left behind. My husband has taken care of that and the yard. And we've done some, a bunch of cleaning. Anna and her 2 girls came and helped me with that. That was a huge blessing. We've done some repairs that needed done, and it's just going to be a long process, but God has been so, so good to us. Okay, let's see in the comments. Yes, Wendy, Katie at Life in the Mundane and Anna over at Just Making It Work are the real deal. They are the hands and feet of Jesus, and I am so, so grateful for them. Let's see, blessing to have an amazing friend. Yes. I can make a movie out of the past several months. Yes, I could. I definitely could. I feel like this is one of the hardest seasons I've ever been in. There's been like bad things happen in my life, but this was just like, I mean, I'm going to do a biblical womanhood video on this because it was a eye-opening experience on how proud I was and how much God just wanted to show me that, like, even when I don't have it all together, He will send His children to help me. He sent some sisters in Christ to help me. He sent Jamie, you can see here in the comments. She helped me so much, taking care of my kids some and bringing us groceries and all that stuff. So it was a season, guys, but it's been a blessing, even in the hard times. Let's see, homeschool mama is guessing boy. Can't wait for the day in the life. And yes, Jill, I got to see God working for sure. What would I recommend to anyone going through this and is not on the other side? Wendy wants to know. Just be thankful, even in the hard times. Look at what is around you and think of what could be and say, it could be worse. But also just know that God saw this coming. Hey, Ashley, this didn't take Him by surprise. And all things, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, are for His glory. And so just be looking for the ways that you can glorify God, even in the midst of stress and heartache and trial. I mean, that's all that I can think is like, God, you're still here. You're still here. My health has been taken away from me. My ability to do the things that need to be done has been taken away from me. My husband had to go a long time without working and without pay. They had a pay set aside for a long time. If you were out with COVID, they would still pay you a certain amount. They took that away like 2 months or maybe just a month before he got COVID. So we had to go a week without a paycheck. But He provided even in that. I mean, there were ladies sending me money that I was just like, why are you doing this? But it's because God knew. God knew. So, yeah, Wendy, I definitely did find it difficult to stay positive, as you witnessed. It was hard to just kind of see everything falling through, my best laid plans falling through. But as I was reminded by friends and by family, like, just trust Him, just trust Him, just look at His word. Rest and trust Him. And as I did that, He brought us through. He did. And I have no doubt that it was God who brought us through. Yes, He used the hands and feet of these girls that you see over here and some other girls who aren't on here, and some of our church family and stuff. But no matter how He does it, it was Him who did it. So let's see. Jennifer says, my 4.5-year-old is listening with me. He says, she's talking about God. Yes. Always pointing to Christ. That's what we have to do. Let's see. Yeah, Wendy, you make me cry a lot, so whatever. Okay. So are we ready for the reveal? Think we should do this? Hi, Rebecca. I'm glad to be back too. Let me check my notes and make sure I'm not missing anything before we do this. Okay. So, boy or girl? So let me recap a little bit. My oldest boy, I wanted a boy. Second one, I didn't really care, but I kind of wanted a boy again because I wanted them to be friends and, to see that dynamic, because I come from a family of 4 girls. And so I had no idea what a brother relationship was like. So I wanted my second one to be a boy. My third one, I was convinced and really, really hoped that it was a girl. And I felt like I didn't know what it was. I had no gut feelings or anything. And then I walked in the ultrasound room and I looked at my husband and I was like, it's a boy. And he's like, what? You said you didn't know? I'm like, no, it's a boy. And sure enough, it was. And I cried. And I felt ashamed for crying, but I did. And then this time my pregnancy in some ways was very different than all the other ones. And in some ways it was very much the same. So I was just like, I honestly have no idea. Obviously I wanted a girl. I thought 3 boys and then a girl and then we're done. But dun dun dun, it's a boy. 4 boys. I am going to be a boy mom for sure because this is, unless God does something real funny again, it is going to be our last one. So I will be a boy mom. But I'm not alone. Heidi over at Boy Boss Mama has 4 beautiful boys. And who else? Jackie over at, oh my gosh, somebody help me with her channel name. Her channel name just left me. Anyway, she just had her 4th boy. And I was not going to lie. I was very disappointed. However, I just said, okay, God, like you obviously have a plan. Your ways are better than mine. And I can trust that. So twin girls, Wendy, you're funny. You're funny. Not happening. Okay. So that is it. I'm a mom of 4 boys. I survived COVID. Ashley says, God definitely has a sense of humor. My husband had a vasectomy and we had 2 girls after. Oh Lord, you're gonna make me start sweating. I can't think about that right now. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, so upcoming videos that I have a video all about homeschooling during hard times and transitions, since I just kind of lived that. I have a video on biblical womanhood, like I said, coming out about gratitude and kind of what I learned during this season. I have a video coming out with Yasmin over at Plan Prep Pray. No, that's Wendy. Over at Mommy on the Move. And that is a peaceful, purely preschool, not peaceful, purely preschool, do a lesson with me. And then I have that day in the life that I was talking about with me unpacking and settling into the new house. Don't forget that Jill over at That Homeschool Life with Jill is going to be live tomorrow doing a Q&A, and you do not want to miss that. That'll be really fun. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below if you have any funny gender stories like Ashley did, having 2 girls after a vasectomy. That makes me sweat, literally, thinking about that. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will be back on Friday with another video. See you later.